gonna say what everybody else feel about the situation. I don't give two fucks what Jacob Blake rap sheet was prior to him getting shot. No one deserves to get shot 7 times in the back. So for everybody who's trying to make an excuse why he got shot, I almost went there.
now,
Time,
now,
dude,
now,
that's
now,
Uh,
now, listen, let me get my commentary on it, right? Now, imagine he shouldn't got shot 7 times, but at the same time, when the cops got you in their crosshairs, when they got weapons drawn on you, you got to freeze like a statue. Do not walk to your car, open the door, and reach in there. You can't do that.
okay, Rob. If the cop told you listen, we wasn't there, but I do want to
No,
know.
right, exactly. But we saw the video, right?
I didn't watch the video. I can't watch it. So explain to me what happened. Did the cop tell him to not move?
They were screaming at him, told him not. They had weapons drawn on him.
They attempted twice to shock him
Right,
before he started walking to the cop.
right. They tried to tase him. That didn't work. And they had weapons drawn on him, but he literally was just walking away from them. He went to his car to open it. He reached in there for something, and
You
then that's
shoot
when
him
the
in the
cop shot.
fucking leg.
That's what I'm
agree
saying.
on
That
both
kind of shit I get.
I agree
Well,
on both sides.
well,
He should
well,
have stayed
E,
still. But
E.
you shoot him in the leg, then he at least what?
It's as far as police policy, if they shoot their
Yeah.
weapon, they're shooting to kill. They're not shooting to maim. They're shooting to kill.
Yeah, you got to think if you shoot to maim somebody, they still got the opportunity to shoot to kill you. So you do have to shoot from what is it, body mass or whatever.
Right.
Right. So from that standpoint, man, it has to be a public, complete awareness campaign about what the expectations are when you are under arrest. Because the thing is, you got white people who will spit in the face of cops and throw IDs on the floor and say, fuck you, and the police won't do shit. And the black person
they
do
show
the
white
exact
folks
same
do that
shit,
shit.
get shot in the fucking face.
Okay.
It has
Now,
to be a global standard or a nationwide standard on what the procedures are when you are been told you're getting arrested.
right. I see that point also. Yes, black people get treated different than white folks, but I'm talking to black people here. Black folks, if you are confronted by a cop, if they got you in their crosshairs, you can't hold court on the street.
Yeah,
You're not going to win that fight.
ever.
So yes, it's going to be a big inconvenience if they're in the wrong, if they take you in and then you go end up getting let go because they can't really hold nothing on you, but you can't hold court in the street. So just take the L, but at least you're going to live. Because if you're going to constantly be confrontational towards the cop, anything can happen. I mean, they're not in a de-escalation business right now. They're going to like literally take everything from 0 to 100, and you'll likely be dead. So
What if he would have turned around? What if he would have turned around and said, "All right, which y'all want?" You see two white women, he trying to break up a fight, not knowing that one of them knowing that one of them white women is his baby mama or whoever it was with the 3 kids that was already in the fucking truck. And they put him down on the ground. Now they knee on his fucking neck while they trying to hold him down, and something still happened to him. Now he complied with everything you said that you wish he would do, and he still ended up fucking dead. I say the same motherfucker that's holding them video cameras, pull your motherfucking gun out. When that cop shoot him, you shoot that fucking cop. Ain't no more court out here with these niggas.
I'm not.
I agree with you on that.
I'm not advocating that, but I see your point.
Now
I see your point.
Now you agreeing with my politics, man. That's when I said, "Oh, your vote." That mean nigga take all to your own.
It's like, as long as y'all got them cameras, keep y'all gun. And if that cop shoot that nigga, shoot that nigga.
Hey, viewers, listeners.
The views and
blue lives matter.
But you know me.
Blue lives matter. I don't advocate what E is talking about.
I got friends that's cops. I got good friends that's cops.
Right. Yeah.
But I know damn well they know how to do their fucking job without being over aggressive. How come 9 times out of 10 every cop that end up killing somebody got a fucking rap sheet longer than the motherfucker he pulled over?
Facts. That's very true. And a lot of that shit gets swept.
Think about that shit. Man, fuck them niggas, man. Y'all done made me mad this morning.
You see, that's why it's so important to like do your local politics, because you know you got You got the police unions. You got the prosecutors. You got the mayors. You
Can we talk
got
about that?
juries. I
Can
mean,
we
that's
talk?
why it's so important so that you could be in those rooms, so
I
that you can have
think
your influence also.
I think
Here
that
we go again.
I think that I think that the union, I think the police department as we know it has to be overhauled from top to bottom. I think the police union pacify a lot of these bad cops,
Exactly.
um,
They paid to do
and
that though.
But you got
Yeah.
internal affairs,
but
man. I need to get the motherfuckers
but
out of there. They already
but
fucked up.
but
It's a
but
lot of fucked up post office people out here.
internal affairs is just basically police cops. They just policing each other. You
They
need
policing
a
they but they
you need an independent investigator to look at these situations for what they are.
But
And
I don't
if
think
you can shoot,
IA is not part of the union though.
but I don't know. Okay, maybe it's not. But either way,
but that's what I'm saying. Internal affairs are supposed to police the police. The police see the internal affairs. They get spooked because they really are supposed to weed them out. And I don't know what the fuck they doing. Because like I said, when you got a motherfucker with 6-7 complaints, and now he shoots somebody in the back 7 times, it ain't no fucking. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's like he was leading down to that shit. Nigga, if I go robbery, I'm gonna do a robbery with an attempt murder eventually.
Yeah, it's gonna happen
Same
eventually.
thing with the fucking police.
so and that's where defunding the police comes in at. You know, you have to reorganize the police structure where where they put enough emphasis on the lives of people that they're supposed to serve. Right now, there's a lot of fear mongering about defunding the police. Really, it's not about money. It's about changing the mindset of how you police your communities. Okay, if your community is a high crime community, that doesn't mean shoot to kill every time you see a black person. Every time. And so I think the unions and the police department need to be totally overhauled. Period. You know, focus on understanding the mentality of the black neighborhood. I mean, listen, and I'm not even defending white folks in general, but let's just be honest. If Tommy that lived in Highland Park was drunk acting a fool, most likely he's gonna live because the neighborhood that he stays in calls for that. But if Rodney on 63rd and Bishop got drunk, started acting a fool, because of that area and the cops that work in that area, they automatically mentally they already thinking about shooting somebody because of the area. We have to put cops in a situation where they understand the people that they serving. That's all I'm saying.
What I would say to that
Um,
is if we, like the young boy from Evanston who went to Kenosha, were policing our own neighborhoods, that kind of shit wouldn't happen at all.
That's what I'm saying. Like you have to like and it's
hey,
You
hey, I
just
mean,
agree
hey,
with Kenosha
hey,
boy.
Nelly, hey, Nelly. I want to say that like Roddy from like 63rd and Bishop is like going to automatically die from a police encounter. My 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 whole
we
retort to
just had
that
a
is
shooting. We just had a shooting there, Rob. We
You
just had a shooting
saying
in
I'm
Inglewood.
saying,
Roddy?
that's what I'm saying. My retort to that is if we had our own police in our communities, I mean, like these cops kind of knows who the players are in these neighborhoods. So if it was a black cop in that neighborhood, chances are he probably would have just roughed them up and just sent them on his way. But if
But ain't
it's like a
nobody
white
locking up
cop,
that white boy.
right? If it's like a white cop policing a black neighborhood, then they ain't trying to have no smoke with like none of y'all niggas.
I'm gonna
They
be
ain't want
honest
no
with you
smoke with y'all.
right now, man. Honestly, like the police are being looked at as the enemy, regardless of the nationality or color that they are. It don't matter who you are. We even seen people in New York get beat up and killed in the street by black people and white police, black police and white police. So blue is the color now. It don't even matter if they black or white. So if that same situation happened on the south side, yeah, it's more likely that that person who gets snatched out the car gonna get killed, even if they following rules. The problem is that the police, the law allows for way too much gray area. when deciding on when, it's a volatile situation. The police aren't clear about it, and the citizens aren't clear about it. So it has to be made extremely clear. If the police pull you over, the expectation is you show your ID. That's not even the expectation.
Let me ask you guys a question then.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think as citizens, black or white, as citizens, how do citizens play their role in reforming the cops, the police department? Because I'm pretty sure they're not having the same issues in Hyde Park that they have the same issues in Inglewood.
That's just part of it, though. That's what I'm saying. It's no clear expectation. It's no clear expectations about what the relationship with police and with citizens is supposed to be.
Because I do feel like just as much responsibility that we put on the police department, as citizens, we have responsibilities too.
Yeah, so, right. It starts from the home.
Exactly.
No, it don't. It don't got nothing to do with the home. The rule of law is not clear to people in these situations. Otherwise, they wouldn't be violating.
But
I'm just saying,
like you said, Rob. You said
don't put yourself in compromised situations.
That's what I'm saying. You may feel it's a compromised situation that he put himself in, but adversely, if it was a white person who did the exact same thing, they don't feel like it's a compromised situation. That's why that's because it's not a clear law as to what the expectations are.
I mean, I get what you're saying.
People get away with shit that they shouldn't.
Right, I get it. I'm a black man, so I don't know how it feels to be a white man. So I know my expectations. If I get pulled over by a cop, I'm going to comply with everything.
Yeah, we get it. You get it because you got common sense. But this younger generation, they don't watch the news. They don't. Hell, the only reason they know how to get a driver's license is because that's the only thing they fucking pay attention to in school. They don't pay attention to what's going on in the world in a lot of cases, and so they steady running into the same brick wall because they don't have any. Because they're lacking in the common sense or the understanding of what's supposed to happen when a police officer pull you over.
Like I said, it starts from home.
Be a martyr shit.
Because most of these guys don't have a male authority when they're growing up. They're like being raised by women.
Here we
go.
Look,
man, a woman could convey that same information. It doesn't matter if it's male or female. A female can convey a specific point. If I tell you 1 + 1 is 2, it don't matter if I'm male or female. You gonna know the fucking answer is 2. So if the government makes the consistent issue of pushing out what the expectation is by law, then police have to stand up to it, and citizens have to accept that that's the law. If they don't want to accept the law and they end up fucking getting shot, then you have the black and white law that says he violated this, that nigga dead. He violated this, that hunky dead. Let's make the shit black and white. It's too much gray area.
I mean, I don't. Right, I get what you're saying, but at the same time, when it comes to like why young black folks are like being killed by police, it's just basically a situation of them not respecting authority. You respect authority
I agree that.
if you're used to respecting authority throughout your life.
There's a lot of mamas out here that beat a lot of their kids across the head, and they respect their mama's authority. Rob.
But you gotta see. But I see what Rob said. Like they don't. The younger generation don't really have a lot of respect. I understand.
They don't. I was on the train and the nigga.
And that can kill a lot of shit. Like if you knew like just how to respect your fucking elders growing up, then like you said, some of the shit what the police did when he say pull over. Okay, what's wrong, officer? Because I tell a joke every time they pull me over. And I have never been pulled over where I felt like my life was in danger.
Same here.
Right, I've been
pulled over a lot.
I've been beat up by the police before for absolutely no reason.
What you do? What you do?
Be black and on King Drive on 43rd. That's it. I got pulled over for walking down fucking King Drive. And what the fuck are you doing out here? I ain't doing boop. That was it. I ain't had a chance. They was just mad that day. I don't know what the fuck
was it like midnight, 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning?
Probably like 11, 12. But I was fucking 14, 15 years old, dude.
Oh,
I'm not big now, nigga. I'm not a threatening person.
Would you rather get your ass kicked or
I wouldn't
get killed?
I wouldn't rather either. I don't have a preference to get my ass kicked. I don't want either.
I'm saying no. You have two choices. Would you rather get your ass kicked or die? Obviously, you want to get your ass kicked, right?
That's not a choice. I mean, you really not posing a choice. Obviously, I don't
Alright.
want to die.
Hey man, I'm just
I
bullshitting
shouldn't
with you,
have to
man.
be, but and I understand the sentiment of people is they feel like they shouldn't have to be in that position at all. I get it. And I agree with you, Rob. Don't put yourself in the stupid ass. You're not gonna walk out in front of a bus if you know the bus gonna pull out. That's the same
Exactly.
situation. You're
Mhm.
not making yourself. You're not gonna be a martyr. A lot of these people think they just gonna get money because they put themselves in these stupid situations. Sometimes we don't
Mhm.
know the motive behind all of this stupid shit. Obviously, these families is getting buku money from all these cases that end up going their way. You know what I'm saying? When they file against the police and win, and all this money comes out of it, and all these GoFundMe campaigns.
But
Yeah,
usually
y'all
somebody gotta
making
die for this shit.
y'all making Black Lives Matter rich, or y'all making Benjamin Crump rich. So stop with the dumb shit.
Yeah,
Just
for
stop
real,
with the dumb
for real.
shit.
Yeah, all this. It's a lot of things that drive people's actions in these situations, and we never really know the intent behind them. Obviously, I don't think that man had intentions on getting himself shot or putting his family in danger like that. But to be honest with you, something had to be fucking wrong with him for him to be walking away from 3 people with guns drawn on him. Like, what the fuck give you the audacity to do some stupid shit like that?
Right.
You don't even
Right.
got a chance, even if you had a big ass gun in the car.
You could be Rambo, motherfucker. You ain't getting out of the situation alive.
What the fuck you think this is a movie or something? You gonna dive in there and shoot? No, nigga, you gonna get shot and killed. That was some stupid ass shit to do.
Right.
Shouldn't have happened, but it was
Right.
still stupid ass
Right.
shit to do.
Right. Same
I
here.
love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Don't
And
walk.
I think as a black community, we have to be, as Phil said, we have to be fair across the board. No, we can't fault the cops for shooting them, but we can sit here and fault and trying to find fault why the cops shot him, but at the same time, as that young man, like you said, Phil, if you got 7 guys pointing guns at you, why the hell are you walking away? That doesn't justify the fact that he shouldn't have got shot, but we have to play our role in these type of situations. If we know we are targets, if we know that they are scared of us, do not give them a reason. It don't take much. It doesn't take much. I'm not justifying, and I'll repeat, because don't come at me. I'm not justifying the cops shooting this young man. All I'm saying is, as a people, we have to stop blaming people for everything and take accountability for what it is. He shouldn't have walked away for whatever the situation is. At the same time, he shouldn't have got shot. So we all play fault in the situation, but it keeps happening. So what are we gonna do to change the situation? I'm tired of people getting shot. I'm tired of black young men getting shot. Something has to change. If it's the police department or if it's just the way we are as citizens, something has to change. I'm tired of marching. I'm tired of people telling me, I'm tired of seeing these videos every day about somebody getting shot. What are we gonna do?
Mhm.
I gotta say this, man. Just on behalf of the police who actually going through this situation, like, what the fuck at this time in this day and age possesses you to do some shit like that anyway? If you know, just last week a motherfucker got killed by police and this shit is all over the news and people marching and burning shit up, what makes you decide to be the police officer that goes out and does the same shit the very next week or the next day?
Right.
What the fuck is wrong with you as a police officer?
I'll tell you what's wrong, Phil. And we might have talked about this previously, maybe not, but this gentleman that I heard on the radio that was breaking this down. I truly believe, and I truly agree with him. I truly believe that police officer needs daily training, weekly, from situational training, because let's just face it, guys. Being a police officer is not an easy job.
Nope.
Physically, it's not an easy job. So mentally, it's definitely not an easy job. So you never know what's going on at home with a lot of these officers at any time. You put them in the frying pan and expect them to make the logical choice at the end of the day. It's not happening. These guys are going into these situations, whatever's going on in their mind. These cops, and I'm not making it an excuse. You got all these people around you with phones screaming at you. You got somebody in front of you who may or may not be hostile, and you have to make a choice in that 15 seconds to do the right thing. some of these cops mentally are not able to do that.
You're
So
absolutely
point.
right.
Good point.
so you have to, if anything needs to be changed, you have to change the training of these gentlemen. They have to. I think it should be a constant situational training every week about situations just like this. If a black if a just not just a black guy, but if an unarmed citizen is in your presence, what decision do you make in those 15 seconds will change your life or that person's life at the end of the day? They have to constantly have training. These cops, they get 3 months in the academy, and then they tell them, go ahead, have fun with it. You can't, you know what I mean? Like
Do
you
your
can't,
best.
right? And even a job that me and E do, you can't get that job down packed in 6 months, not even a year. In some cases,
Right.
it take at least a year to, at least in my job, to even feel comfortable doing what you're doing. And my
Right.
job not even close to, my job not even as it's important, but it's not a life and death situation as cops are.
Right.
I think cops need to just be trained in these situations a lot more often than not. And
Now,
I think if you see these situations happen, if you train, it's like football. It's like preseason. It's like preseason and spring break camp. And you trying to uh, perfect throwing the slant. Okay, you probably throw the slant 300 times in practice, but when you get to the real game, it's like it's muscle memory. Okay, Eric going for 10 yards for a slat. Boom. I'm not even looking at it. These cops need to be in these situations where they have to see these situations over and over again to react to it. And I think that's part of the situation. And I like you to go back to what you were saying, Phil. Why would a cop do that or what possess? They just don't know. I think you put them in a situation like that, they have 15 seconds to make a decision. And sometimes, most of the time, the situation is to shoot.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mean it from this aspect of, um, you know, I'm from a psychological aspect is really the way I'm looking at it. If I'm in that situation, whether I'm new or I've been doing the job for 50 years, if yesterday a whole fucking country was united and protesting because a white cop shot a black cop or black kid, and I'm a white guy, I'm not even gonna want to fucking go to work. Two, when I get out there, I'm like, man, go ahead. Go ahead. Everybody getting the same treatment, man. Go ahead. Go ahead. Until this shit die down, go ahead. I ain't even worried about it. Because he wasn't no threat. You know what I'm saying? At that situation. But I absolutely agree with you on that. You know, definitely training is a huge aspect. And I don't claim to know what the exact procedures are with police right now, but they need to undergo in my opinions, they need to undergo debriefings every day that involve some type of psychological evaluation so they can understand the situations that they went through, explain it, and then get some feedback so they understand how to approach the next situation. So yeah,
Okay,
training is
now you potted, man. That's what's up.
though, keep in mind, if we talking about if we talking about defunding the police, you're erasing the opportunity for those types of things to even happen. So that's kind of a conflicting thought process. But at the same time, we do need to reevaluate how police are sent out into the field. That's one side, but we need to reevaluate how citizens are expected to engage with police. Because if I see on the video a white dude get pulled over and he don't roll his window up and he talking shit to the cop, I feel like that motherfucker should get snatched out the car and thrown in the ground. Like, why you being disrespectful for no reason just because you know the law? That's
Yeah.
like,
Can I make a quick point? Let me make a quick point before we move on. I was talking to one of my customers. This police brutality hasn't just started 2020. I was watching a movie a couple days ago. I can't think of the name of it right now, but it was based in 1960. It's a show I've been watching on HBO. Lovecraft something. 1960 something, man. Cops been like this. This been going on for a very long time. So I can't. So I'm just, hear me out. As black people, it's embedded in our brain that cops are out to get us because it's been going on for so long.
Mm-hmm.
You can't expect white people to feel that way because they have never really been they white folks have never really been the subject of police brutality. It just doesn't happen. So
Mm-hmm.
to what Phil was saying, like as citizens, it's ingrained in our DNA that cops are out to get us, and it's not a myth. It happens. 19 from Jim Crow era all the way down.
That's what I'm saying. It never changed. We just got cameras and stuff now. We just didn't see all that bullshit back in the day.
Yeah,
now we seeing it. You might have heard about it through stories been told from here to, but they've been doing this shit forever. So that's what I'm saying. It's like you said, it's already in our brain that when we get pulled over. Now don't get it twisted. I done got pulled over, they ain't fuck with me. But every time you see a cop, you turn your radio down and straighten up a little bit, regardless, because that's what has been put in your brain from day one. That this what they do to us.
Right.
And that Lovecraft Country is pretty good now.
Yeah, it is.
I haven't seen it yet, but yeah. So
they on episode 3 tonight. It's pretty good.
Okay.
But I just think that as a people, we have to play. I'm talking from Black people's experience. As a Black community, we have to look at what we can do better from our point of view, and then also be a part of the change when it comes to police officers. We can't get rid of them. They're here to protect us. So instead of condemning them, let's work together and try to figure this out. Right. Because the more we push them, the more scared they're going to be at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And they need to understand that all cops are not bad, but you have to make better decisions.
Right.
You have to make, and honestly, I'm just tired of marching at this point. Because like Phil said, a young man gets shot today. It's cops around the world who see what's going on, but
why would you shoot another motherfucker in 2 weeks?
Right. 2 weeks. Yeah. You shoot somebody in 2 weeks. Man, we still trying to get over the whole.
We still healing from that.
Right. We still trying to get over the whole George Floyd situation, and months later, here come another one. You know what I mean? Like, so I think mentally, cops need to really just decompress and really train how they're gonna do these situations going forward. But once again, rest in peace to Jacob Blake, and we send support to his family.
Wait, Jacob, right?
Not rest in peace. I'm sorry, not rest in peace, but condolences to the family, and I hope
he's paralyzed.
A speedy recovery to Jacob Blake. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that, but it's a speedy recovery. We need to do better, guys. I don't have the answers, but I mean, we can't continue to look at this cycle every few months. It's like every few months a Black guy getting killed by the cops. We can't continue this cycle. Something has to give. And I'm
gonna tell you this, man. I'm gonna get up out of here, y'all. But I'm gonna tell you this. Just said, Nelly, you can't go every 3 months with a cop killing somebody. I guarantee you, it ain't cameras everywhere, y'all. It's still motherfuckers getting popped off.
Yeah.
Some stupid shit. 2 in the morning, family. Somewhere down in the deep south, probably. But I'm just saying, it's going on, y'all. We just gotta shit, nigga. Just be aware.
Real quick.
Be aware.